Good afternoon, my dear students. So again, Sarita ma'am is here to teach you economics, and today I'm going to start with the new topic and new chapter. So we have finished so far chapter number 7, and only the numerical part is left. So I'll send you the worksheet for that. And now I'm going to start with new chapter. The name of the chapter is quite similar to the second chapter which we have done, that is consumers equilibrium. And now the chapter which we are doing today is producers equilibrium. So before just further going for the chapter topic of the chapters, let me give you a small introduction about myself and uh, how my school is working with e-learning initiative and how I'm helping you with this. So today's topic for this study is chapter number 8, and producers equilibrium is the name of the chapter, and subject is economics, and topic is producers equilibrium, and grade is grade 11, and teacher name is Miss Sarita Saini. So I guess this short introduction I've given about the topic which we are going to do today. And whole world is suffering with COVID-19 pandemic, and we don't know when this is going to end. And till that, we can't stop even learning. So for that learning, our school, Cambridge International School, the SUA, has taken initiative of e-learning. So I'm helping my school for making my students learn with e-learning. So here are some of my efforts which I'm doing for today for my students. So let's see what we are going to do today for studies. So topics to be covered for today is, first topic is introduction, that is about what is this producers equilibrium and how we can introduce that topic. So then is the meaning of profit, then producers equilibrium, then marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost approach. So this is the most important approach, and that is in our syllabus for studying producers equilibrium. And then in the end, as we are always doing, as usual we are doing, that is the questions to be done for today. So I've given you 5 questions for today, so you have to do it on your notebooks. Fine. Now let's move to first. So this is the first topic which we're going to start for today. So before starting with this, again, I have to repeat something that I was giving you as a tip. So whenever you are attempting a question based on this explain producers equilibrium with the help of diagram and schedule, then you have to give all in detail. So how that was who is a producer, first thing in that you have to explain. Then what is producers equilibrium, that statement you have to explain. Then afterwards you have to give producers equilibrium with the help of explain producers equilibrium with the help of a schedule or the table. So then you have to give the explanation of that table. Then after that table we have to give a diagram or the curve for producers equilibrium. So we have to make that one. And then thing is the another thing is we have to explain that diagram in detail. And in the last we have to conclude producers equilibrium in detail with both the conditions which we are going to show in the diagrams as well as in the schedule. So this is how we have to attempt our question that is based on producers equilibrium. So I hope this is clear to you. So now let me begin with the introduction part. So in chapter 2, that chapter's name was Consumer's Equilibrium. We discussed about consumer is at equilibrium when he drives maximum satisfaction. जब वो कोई चीज़ खरीदता है तो उसको जब खरीदने के बाद कंज्यूम करने पे जब full satisfaction मिलती है तो we call it as consumer is in equilibrium. So the present chapter focuses on determination of equilibrium level of producers. सो वहां पे हमने कंज्यूमर की बात करी थी, यहाँ पे हम प्रोड्यूसर की करेंगे. सो प्रोड्यूसर्स को इक्विलिब्रियम कब मिलेगा, डिटर्मिनेशन कब होगी. सो लाइक अ कंज्यूमर अ प्रोड्यूसर ऑल्सो एम्स टू मैक्सिमाइज हिज सेटिस्फैक्शन, बट अ प्रोड्यूसर सेटिस्फैक्शन इज मैक्सिमाइज विद इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रॉफिट. अब कंज्यूमर की तरह तो सिंपल सेटिस्फेक्शन से चलता था, हमने जितने पैसे खर्चे उतनी हमें सेटिस्फेक्शन मिल गई, उतना हमें अच्छा वो प्रोडक्ट मिल गया, क्वालिटी हमें लगी उस हिसाब से थी, ठीक है, तो वी फील सेटिस्फाइड। बट जब प्रोड्यूसर की बात आती है तो वी हैव टू ऑलवेज थिंक अबाउट द सेटिस्फेक्शन इन द टर्म्स ऑफ प्रॉफिट। तो जितने ज्यादा प्रॉफिट्स होंगे उतना प्रोड्यूसर सेटिस्फेक्शन फील करेगा। सो दिस चैप्टर डील्स विद डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट व्हिच yields maximum profit. So in order to clearly understand the concept of producer's equilibrium, it is necessary to understand the concept of or the meaning of profit. So let's begin with the next topic, that is profit. So meaning of profit. So I've given in dark, so you can see the first this cubicle. So in this what we have mentioned, profit refers to the excess of receipts. Receipts जितना हमने क्या किया, एक्स्ट्रा पैसे कमाए, रिसीव किया, ठीक है, फ्रॉम द सेल ऑफ गुड्स ओवर द एक्सपेंडिचर इंकर्ड ऑन प्रोड्यूसिंग देम, ठीक है. नाउ आई विल जस्ट गिव यू एग्जांपल एंड मेक यू दिस पॉइंट मोर क्लियर, ठीक है. प्रॉफिट कब आएगा, जब मैंने कुछ प्रोडक्शन करी, ठीक है, उसमें जो कॉस्ट लगी वो कम थी, और जब मैंने उसको बेचा मार्केट में तो मुझे ज्यादा पैसे मिले. सो दैट पॉइंट इज कॉल्ड, जब वो एक्स्ट्रा जो मनी मेरे पास आई, जितनी मेरी लागत थी उससे ज्यादा आई, तो आई कॉल इट एज प्रॉफिट. सो व्हाट आई कॉल इट एज, इट इज प्रॉफिट. नाउ द नेक्स्ट थिंग, The amount received from sale of goods is known as revenue. जब भी हम कुछ भी सेल करते हैं, करने पे जो पैसा मिलता है, we call it as revenue, ठीक है. The expenditure on production of such goods is termed as cost. अब जब वो चीज बनाने के लिए हमने खर्चा किया, expenditure means खर्चा, something we spent, fine. तो जब वो खर्चा किया तो we call it as cost, ठीक है. अब दोनों के बीच में जब रेवेन्यू हमने रिसीव किया, ठीक है, एंड जो कॉस्ट थी उसमें जो डिफरेंस आया, अगर वो पॉजिटिव है, मतलब अगर वो पॉजिटिव फिगर है, तो वी कॉल इट एज प्रॉफिट, ठीक है. सो प्रॉफिट्स की भी काफी टाइप्स है, बट वी विल डू दैट आफ्टर when we are finished with this chapter. So I'll do it in the class when we are going to start our school again, fine. So I'll explain you that because I feel we require face-to-face contact for that, and I'll explain you in a better way in the class, fine. This is the basic that is a part of our chapter and syllabus, but that the types of profits are not in our syllabus. So next is, for example, if firm sells goods of rupees 10 crores after incurring an expenditure of 7 crores. So अब आपने goods बेची है 10 करोड़ की, ठीक है, उसके ऊपर बनाने की जो कॉस्ट आई थी दैट वाज 7 करोड़. सो प्रॉफिट हमारा कितना हो गया, सिंपली 10 माइनस 3 किया तो वी गॉट द प्रॉफिट ऑफ 3 करोड़. सो दैट इज द पॉइंट. नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, दैट इज producer's equilibrium. Now understand the meaning of producer's equilibrium. Before understanding that, we have to understand the point of equilibrium. What is equilibrium? So equilibrium refers to a state of rest when no change is required. जब हमें लगे कि अब हमें कुछ भी रिक्वायर नहीं है, बस मुझे शांति चाहिए, मुझे बस आराम करना है. So that is the point of equilibrium. That is the state of rest when no change is required. हमें कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए एक्स्ट्रा, कोई चेंज नहीं रिक्वायर्ड है, ठीक है. A firm producer is said to be in equilibrium when it has no inclination to expand or contract its output. जब किसी फर्म को, जब प्रोड्यूसर को लगता है कि अब उसे और कुछ नहीं बनाना एक्स्ट्रा, जो है उसी को उसको बेटर वे में मेंटेन करना है, ना उसको एक्सपैंड करना है, ना उसे अपना बिजनेस बढ़ाना है, ना उसे कम करना, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना है, ना ही उसे अपनी आउटपुट कम करनी है. सो दैट इज द स्टेट ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम फॉर प्रोड्यूसर. सो दिस स्टेट आइदर रिफ्लेक्ट्स मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट, या तो उसके पास बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉफिट्स होंगे उस टाइम पीरियड में, या उसके पास मिनिमम लॉसेस होंगे, ठीक है. सो प्रॉफिट्स विल बी देयर बट विथ मिनिमम लॉसेस, fine. So this is the point. Now producer's equilibrium definition. So producer's equilibrium in dark I have given here. So producer's equilibrium refers to that price and output combination which brings maximum profit to the producer and profit declines as more is produced. So profit कब decline करेगा, जब ज्यादा हम लोग produce करेंगे, ठीक है. प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम क्या है? एक प्राइस एंड आउटपुट का कॉम्बिनेशन है जिसमें हमें मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट मिलता है, किसके लिए? प्रोड्यूसर के लिए। सो प्रॉफिट कब डिक्लाइन करता है? जब हम लोग ज्यादा प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, एज मोर इज प्रोड्यूस्ड, ठीक है। सो दिस इज द पॉइंट। नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द next point. So there are two methods for determination of producer's equilibrium. First is total revenue and total cost approach. Fine. So this is also called as TR and TC approach. And second method is marginal revenue and marginal cost approach. So this is also called MR and MC approach. Now let's move to the next slide, that is uh, before just discussing about this slide, I just tell you in our syllabus that is only one approach, that is MR and MC approach. So marginal revenue and marginal cost approach is there in our syllabus. TR and TC approach is not in our syllabus, but we have to do it if you want to just pursue this economics as a main subject, major subject in your graduation or post graduation. So I'll explain you that one even in the next slides. So next is two different situations for producers equilibrium. So whenever we are talking about this producers equilibriums, there are two different situations. First situation is when price remains constant. So you can see in the dark. Another situation is when price falls with rise in output. So there are two situations. Okay. So producer can attain the equilibrium equilibrium level under two different situations. The first was when price remains constant. Second is when price falls with rise in output. So जब हम लोग पहले बात करते हैं when price remains constant, so it happens under perfect competition. कब होता है? किसके अंदर होता है? Perfect competition के अंदर. So in this situation, firm has to accept the same price as determined by the industry. So industry ने जितना भी price डिटर्मिन कर दिया है तो उनको वो ही चार्ज करना पड़ेगा. सो इट मीन्स एनी क्वांटिटी ऑफ अ कमोडिटी कैन बी सोल्ड एट दैट पर्टिकुलर प्राइस. चाहे मैं एक चीज लूँ, चाहे दो लूँ, जो चाहे तीन लूँ, सबका प्राइस सेम रहेगा. सो देयर वुड नॉट बी एनी चेंज इन द प्राइस. फाइन. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट. Next thing is when price falls with rise in output. Now this is the situation in imperfect competition. So what is imperfect competition? This we have to do it in detail in chapter number 10, but this is little bit that is required in producer's equilibrium. So I'm explaining here even. Fine. So in this situation, firm follows its own pricing policy. अगर मेरा अपनी कंपनी है, मेरी अपनी फर्म है, तो मैं क्या करूंगी? मैं अपने लिए खुद से प्राइस डिसाइड करूंगी और उसको चार्ज करूंगी. हाउएवर इट कैन इंक्रीज सेल्स ओनली बाय रिड्यूसिंग द प्राइस. सो यहाँ पे क्या है? हम लोग अगर अपनी सेल्स बढ़ाना चाहते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली द सब्स्टिट्यूट इज वी नीड टू रिड्यूस द प्राइस. फाइन. सो नेक्स्ट थिंग आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन इज marginal revenue and marginal cost approach. As I have already discussed with you, TC and TR approach, TR and TC approach is not in our syllabus. So I'm going to switch over this thing in first. Okay. So marginal revenue, marginal cost approach. So MR and MC approach, that is a short name for this. So according to MR and MC approach, producer's equilibrium refers to the stage of that output level at which first पे क्या होता है? There are 2 points जो हमें mainly mind में रखने हैं जब भी हम producer's equilibrium की बात करेंगे. One thing is MC is equal to MR. MC is equal to MR. जब ये होगा तो हमारे पास क्या आएंगे? हमेशा प्रोड्यूसर जो है इक्विलिब्रियम पॉइंट पे मिलेगा. So as long as MC is less than MR, it is profitable for producers to go producing more because it adds to its profit. So he stops producing more only when MC becomes equal to MR. So कब वो कर देगा? जब MR and MC दोनों equal हो जाएंगे तब वो stop कर देगा. अदरवाइज MC क्या होती है? हमेशा कम रखनी है. हमारी जो मार्जिनल कॉस्ट है हमेशा कम रखनी है MR से. ठीक है. सो जो पैसा हम कमाएंगे वो ज़्यादा होना चाहिए एंड जो कॉस्ट हम लगाएंगे वो कम होनी चाहिए. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट. प्रोड्यूसर के हिसाब से हम लोग ये चीज़ मान के चलते हैं. ठीक है. सो MC इज ग्रेटर देन MR आफ्टर MC इज इक्वल टू MR आउटपुट लेवल. Fine. Now what happened here? MC is greater than MR after equilibrium point. जब equilibrium point हम gain कर लेंगे, MR and MC equal हो जाएंगे, तो that will be the point of equilibrium. So it means producing more will lead to decline in profits. जब हम ज़्यादा produce करेंगे तो हमारे पास profits क्या हो जाएंगे? Decline हो जाएंगे. Now let's move to the next slide. That is in detail we have to do this approach. So two conditions needed for producer's equilibrium. First is MC is equal to MR, that I have already explained to you. Now this we have to do it in detail. Next is MC is greater than MR after MC is equal to MR, output level. Fine. Now see this. MC, we know MR is the addition to TR from sale of one more unit of output, and MC is addition to TC for increasing production by 1 unit. So every producer aims to maximize the total profits. For this, a firm compares MR with its MC. So MR हमेशा क्या करेगी, जब भी profits रहेंगे तो obviously वो MR and MC को compare करेगा producer. Profits will increase as long as MR exceeds MC, and profits will lead if will fall and profits will fall if MR is less than MC. So equilibrium is not achieved when MC is less than MR, as it is possible to add to profits by producing more. Producer is also not in equilibrium when MC is greater than MR. So because benefit is less than the cost. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा, अगर cost हमारी ज़्यादा पड़ गई है, MR कम हो गया, तो यहाँ पे benefit हमारे कम होंगे. That means the firm will be at equilibrium when MC is equal to MR. So this is the situation of equilibrium. Fine. Now the next situation, next condition. So MC is greater than MR at MC is equal to MR output level. MC is equal to MR is a necessary condition but not sufficient enough to ensure equilibrium. It is because MC is equal to MR may occur at more than level of output. So equilibrium के बाद क्या होगा? यहाँ पे कहता है MR is a necessary condition. MC is equal to MR is a necessary condition but no sufficient enough to ensure equilibrium. It is because MC is equal to MR may occur at more than one level of output. So, however, out of these, only that output level is the equilibrium output when MC becomes greater than MR after the equilibrium. जब MC greater than MR बन जाएगा तो वो हमारा पॉइंट जो है उसको हम लोग क्या कहेंगे, that is output level is the equilibrium output. ठीक है, तो उसको हम लोग बोलेंगे. So it is because MC is greater than MR, then producing beyond MC is equal to MR, output will reduce profits. So they will reduce profits. On the other hand, if MC is less than MR, beyond MC is equal to MR output, it is possible to add profits by producing more. हम लोग ये मान के चलते हैं कि जितना हम ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस करेंगे ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट्स होंगे. सो फर्स्ट कंडीशन मस्ट बी सप्लीमेंटेड विद द सेकंड कंडीशन टू अटेन द प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम. सो फर्स्ट कंडीशन अगर होगी तो उसके बाद ही हम सेकंड कंडीशन अप्लाई कर पाएंगे. सो प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम हमारा इसी तरह से आकर करता है. नाउ लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, दैट इज प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम व्हेन प्राइस रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. Now, when price remains constant, मतलब price change नहीं होगा. Firms can sell any quantity of output at price fixed by the market. So जो भी market में price है तो वो सारा market का ही लेंगे. I can give you example. अगर आपने जलंधर में ऑटो में जाना है तो the auto that person who is like driving auto, so that person is going to charge 15 rupees from you for any of the place where you want to travel. Fine. So that will be decided by industry. जो fix किया गया वही लेगा. ठीक है. So price और AR remains same at all levels of output. तो यहाँ पे जितनी मर्जी आउटपुट हो, चाहे वो एक बंदा बिठाए चाहे दो बिठाए, सबके हिसाब से वो 15-15 रुपए ही चार्ज करेगा. सो ऑल्सो एट रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम एवरी एडिशनल यूनिट, अगर वो ज़्यादा बंदे बिठाएगा तो इज इक्वल टू ए आर. सो हमारे वो रेवेन्यू जो है वो इक्वली रहेंगे ए आर के. ठीक है. सो एडिशनल यूनिट होने के बावजूद भी प्राइस जो है सेम रहेगा. इट मीन्स ए आर कर्व इज सेम एज एम आर कर्व. तो इससे क्या पता चलता है, ए आर जो है एम आर पे उतना ही रहेगा. Producer aims to produce that level of output at which MC is equal to MR. So MC is greater than MR after MC is equal to MR output level. So this is the point which they are talking about. So remains constant means price वो same ही charge करेगा हर जितने मर्जी units वो उसके output के produce करे. That means कितने मर्जी वो अपनी services कितने मर्जी लोगों को दे, but उसी हिसाब से वो price charge करेगा. ठीक है. Now let's move to the next slide. So now we are doing a schedule for producers equilibrium. So this is very important because sometimes people are asking you to solve this numerically even. So understand how we have to solve this. The first thing is output in units that is given to you. Price is already they have mentioned in the above of this table, that is 12 per unit. So we have fixed the prices, that will be 12 for all the units. Units we are provided with 6 units, 1 2 3 4 5 6 are given. So in the first column, second column you can see there is a TR. So TR को निकालने सबसे सिंपल फॉर्मूला है P into Q is equal to TR. So TR is equal to P into Q. So with this, how we calculated? So first value will be 12, then 12 into 2, it will be 24, then 36, 30, 48, 60 and 54. So that is the point. Now TC हमें याद करना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद MC and MR हमारा निकल जाता है TR and TC से. ठीक है. So TC के लिए 13, 25, 34, 42, 54, 68 are there. Now for MR all the points will be similar. AR and MR हमेशा इक्वल रहता है, 12 ही रहेगी उसकी वैल्यू. ठीक है. MC जो है that we can calculate from TC. So how we are calculating from TC? 13 is for the first unit, second के लिए 25 minus 13 किया तो 12, 34 में से 25 minus किया तो it will be 9, then 42 में से 34 minus किया तो it will be 9, it will be 8, then 54 minus 42 is again 12, then 68 minus 54 is again 14. So this is how we are doing. Profit is equal to TR minus TC. So it is -1, 2, 6, 6, 4. So all these points are there. Now next is explanation of schedule for producers equilibrium. So as now the next I'm going to explain, that is explanation of schedule for producers equilibrium. So according to previous table, MC is equal to MR condition is satisfied at both the output levels and of unit 2 units and fifth unit. But हमने कंडीशन करी थी, सेकेंड कंडीशन जो होगी जब इंक्रीज करता है, जिसके बाद MC इंक्रीज करता है. ठीक है. सो दैट विल बी अचीव्ड एट फिफ्थ यूनिट. ठीक है. सो वो कंडीशन करने पे हमारा जो पॉइंट आएगा इक्विलिब्रियम का, दैट विल बी एट द fifth unit. So therefore producers equilibrium will be achieved at 50 units of output. Now let's move to the next slide, that is so diagram for producers equilibrium you can see here. So producers equilibrium is always equal to MR and MC. Fine. So when price remains constant, so you can see there is a graph that will be of U-shaped. So in this figure, output is shown on the x-axis. Output is on the x-axis and that is measured in the units. And revenue and costs are shown on the y-axis. So both AR and MR curves are straight line. So that is price remains fixed. तो हमारी straight line ही बनेगी parallel to x-axis. ठीक है. So MC curve is U-shaped. Producers equilibrium will be determined at OQ level. At OQ level of output corresponding to point K, because only at point K the following two conditions are met. So the first condition is MC is equal to MR and MC is greater than MR. So this is the point. So although MC is equal to MR is also satisfied at point R, but there is not it is not the point of equilibrium as it satisfies only first condition MC is equal to MR. So second condition is we need to increase the value of MC. Okay, so the producer will be at equilibrium at point K when both conditions are satisfied. So this is the point. Now let me explain you next slide. Relation between price and MC at equilibrium when price remains constant. So when price remains same at all levels of output, then price, or we can say AR or is equal to MR, as equilibrium is achieved when MC is equal to MR. So it means price is equal to MC at the equilibrium level. So price हमारा क्या हो जाएगा, एक पॉइंट पे जाके जब MC एंड MR दोनों इक्वल हो जाएंगे तो दैट विल बी इक्विलिब्रियम लेवल. सो ये रिलेशन है. नेक्स्ट लेट्स मूव. सो प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम व्हेन प्राइस फॉल्स विद राइज इन आउटपुट. सो अब क्या है, प्राइस गिरेगा जब हम एक दो यूनिट्स और ऐड कर देंगे आउटपुट के. सो व्हेन देयर इज नो फिक्स प्राइस एंड प्राइस फॉल्स विद द राइज इन आउटपुट, एमआर कर्व स्लोप्स डाउनवर्ड. तो एमआर कर्व क्या करेगा, नीचे की तरफ आना स्टार्ट कर देगा. स्लोप नीचे की तरफ आ जाएगा उसका. Producers aims at produce that level of output at which MC is equal to MR and MC curves cut the MR curve from below. So जब MC and MR equal हो जाएंगे and जब MC नीचे से काटेगा MR को, so उस situation में हम लोग कहते हैं कि producers equilibrium आ जाएगा हमारे पास when price falls with rise in output. Now the next case. So schedule for producer's equilibrium again. Now this is the case when producer's equilibrium is when producer's equilibrium is there and when price falls with rise in output. ठीक है. So अब आप देखो थर्ड यूनिट जो है बहुत ज़्यादा हाईलाइट किया गया है. So schedule for producer's equilibrium में देखो फर्स्ट आता है output of units. So 1 2 3 4 5 outputs are given, यूनिट्स गिवन है, तो प्राइस हमारा यहाँ पे चेंज होगा. ठीक है. सो 87654 दैट इज मेंशन एज प्राइस. और टी आर इज गिवन टू यू, सो इनको ऐड कर देंगे तो वी आर गेटिंग द टी आर. टी आर इज 8 14 8 20 20. So TC is 6 11 15 20 26. Now MR is equal to MR is 86420. Then MC is 65456. So profit is now TR minus TC. So TR and TC both are given to you. So first is 8 में से minus किया 6, it will be 2. 14 में से 11 minus किया it will be 13. Next is 4. Sorry. Next is 18 में से 15 minus किया तो it will be 3. So this is the point of equilibrium. Fine. So when price sorry TR and TC are equal 20 20, ठीक है, is equal to 0. So next is 20 20. So next you can see the value is getting now minus में आ गया हमारे पास TR and TC. So that is the point schedule which I have to define for rise in output. जितनी output बढ़ी तो उतनी उसकी value कम होती जा रही है TR and TC की. Now the next slide is explanation of schedule for producer's equilibrium. So you can see according to previous table both the conditions of equilibrium are satisfied at third units of output. So MC is equal to MR and MC is greater than MR when more units of output, when more output is produced after 3 units of output. So producer's equilibrium will be achieved at 3 यूनिट्स ऑफ आउटपुट. तो तीनों थर्ड पॉइंट जो था मैंने हाईलाइट किया था. तो यू कैन सी वहाँ पे हमारी आउटपुट जो है एम आर एंड एम सी इक्वल आ रही है एंड एम सी जो है वो ग्रेटर देन एम आर है, ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ रहा है. लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. Now I'm going to explain this with the diagram for producer's equilibrium. So you can see the diagram. So here we have two curves. We have first thing that is output. We are having this output on the x-axis, and on y-axis we are getting revenues and costs. So when we are talking about this, MR is slopes downward. So producer's equilibrium will be determined at OM level of output, where output corresponding to point E, because at this the following two conditions are met. First condition is MC is equal to MR, and second condition is when MC is greater than MR after MC is equal to MR. So output level. So the producer is at equilibrium at OM units of output. Now let's move to the next slide, that is relation between price and MC at equilibrium when price falls with rise in output. So these relations, like I have already explained to you, relation with when price remains constant. So we are going to do all it in detail in the upcoming chapters. So when more output can be sold only by reducing the prices when price or AR or MR is greater than is greater sorry price or AR is greater than MR. So as equilibrium is achieved when MC is equal to MR, it means price is more than MC at the equilibrium level. Fine. So this is the point. Now let's move to the next slide, that is in the end we have to do questions to be done for today. So I've done 5 questions with you. So last one is a very lengthy one and it will be asked for 6 marks even. So when what is meant by profit? This question is generally asked by many times in the MCQ form. So what are the two methods for determination of producer's equilibrium? This I have already discussed with you. So you have to give the answer for this. Then what is meant by equilibrium output of a producer? So this also you have to explain, like I told you equilibrium क्या होता है तो वो आपने explain करना. Then what is producer's equilibrium with the help of diagram? I have to explain like this. Then explain the condition of producer's equilibrium with the help of numerical example. So यहाँ पे आपके पास टू कंडीशन होती है, एक होती है MR is equal to MC, जो है दोनों अगर इक्वल आ गए, ठीक है. So निकलेंगे कैसे? We have already covered. So all these things are to be done for today. Fine. So explain the condition of producer's equilibrium with the help of numerical example. So you have to use your brain for solving all these questions again. So in the end, I would say thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy learning at home and pray for humanity so that this COVID-19 pandemic ends soon and people will start living a civilized life like we were doing earlier in the Feb or January month. So thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy learning at home with your parents. So if you have any kind of query or any doubts, so you can just call me or you can take a WhatsApp number. I'll give you a call. Just leave a message for me if you are not able to understand any of the points. So thank you so much. God bless you. Enjoy learning.